This is a self-mobilization roll for tibial internal rotation. So the setup here is key. First of all, we're going to be using a wedge. If this is super uncomfortable, you could put something down like a towel. You could also create your own wedge with a couple of towel rolls and get creative. But we do want that kind of downward slope because that's going to help churn that tibia into internal rotation. So like I said, we're working on that proximal tibial rotation, so closest to the knee, and the setup here is key. So if you feel, this is my kneecap here, but if you feel for that kind of bony protrusion just below your kneecap, that's called that tibial tuberosity. That's kind of the area here that we want to place that wedge on. So you'll notice that when I set up here, my kneecap's going to be off the wedge. So I'm going to set up in an all fours or quadruped position. Same thing, finding that setup position. So I'm on all fours here. I'm going to cross my other leg behind me slightly. That's going to allow me to shift from side to side. Now it's subtle. I'm going to move my hips with my chest together. I can kind of turn to look that way and then roll over to the other side. And it's very slow, gentle movement. I'm not forcing into it. I'm not excessively pushing down into the wedge or the ramp. It's about a 3 to 4 out of 10 intensity. We don't want any more than that. So the most common mistake here is that people will just, one, go too intense, like I mentioned before, or they'll just move way too much kind of with the hips and the leg. And remember, this is a subtle movement. We want to make sure that the entire time you keep friction on this area here. So if you're excessively kind of whipping back and forth, you'll notice that you actually lose that kind of friction with that area of your tibia up against the wedge, and you're going too far. So again, 3 to 4 out of 10 intensity here, keeping that tension on that kind of proximal tibial area, and then nice, slow, gentle movement. Nothing being forced here with this drill.